Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Soulkey and Polt on Central Protocol. And this is not just any game between these two players, this is game 4 of a best of 5 series. And let's go ahead and get right on into it. In the top left side of Central Protocol, we have the red Terran player, it is Polt. And in the bottom side of the left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Soulkey. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched the previous games, please go back and watch them. I'll put a link up here. Ready? Spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. Soulkey currently leads this series 2 games to 1. After dropping game 1, he won games 2 and 3 fairly convincingly. I'd have to say, did a great job shutting down those drops in game 3. And now has the lead against Polt, one of the better Terrans on planet Earth right now, Soulkey. Can Soulkey pull this off? Can he win a 5-game series against Polt? In IEM 10 Taipei, we will have to wait and see. It looks like Polt is going for the very, very standard indeed 1-Rax opener. Usually a 1-Rax expand with a Reaper or possibly a couple Marines. It varies very little at that point. And yes, a hatch first play here from Soulkey. So this map is pretty. Like the oranges, I love the accents. I like there's a gold base here on the low ground that can be harassed from the high ground. This really makes it tough to hold those. Zelnaga watchtowers, I like places dead air to kind of put overlords on if they actually, and you know what, I think Marines can kill those. Maybe not the best dead air positions, but the other thing is, Terran and Protoss players hate this because there's rocks that open up right into your main base. Every single main base has these. You have to wall this off, and you kind of have to wall this off, and you sort of have to wall this off too. So it's a lot to worry about if you're a Terran player or a Protoss player. However, I'm not worried about Polt. I don't think he's going to lose because he doesn't keep track of these rocks and suddenly a bunch of lings show up inside his base. Soulkey may try to do that, but I would be shocked if Polt actually was caught by surprise in that situation. So here comes an SCV. Going to scout on out, going to see what we're going to deal with from Soulkey. The answer is very, very standard stuff. I think he just checked to see, yeah. He checked the timing on that hatchery and said, okay, that was a hatch first play. It's not a pool first play. I don't have to worry about lings showing up and killing this stuff and killing my expansion in the next 4 seconds. But the spawning pool has popped. Let's see how many lings. 4 lings and a queen, just in case there's a Reaper on the way to kill him. And indeed there is a Reaper. So Polt did not go for a Reaper expand in the first couple games. But in game 4 here, maybe he feels like he needs to. Maybe he feels like he needs to force out more lings from Soulkey, not let him drone up as much as he did. But 6 lings are going to be on the field in just a few seconds here. There's going to be a queen here too. The lings, again, they can sacrifice their own lives. Although moving the weakened ling back very well. Soulkey keeping his lings alive. Just forcing the Reaper to waste shots and not really get anything from it. I mean, it's very micro intensive. KDA charge knocking everybody back. That ling almost dead, but not quite there yet. And yeah, I mean, the Reaper does have a single kill, but it's really nothing that I'd worry about if I'm Soulkey. And the queens have started popping out. Speed's about halfway complete as well. Once the queen's there, the Reaper says, okay, I take way too much damage from that queen. As we can see here, queens do a total of 4 times 2 for 8 damage per hit against ground targets. And Reapers don't have that much HP. We can see this as he heals up 60 hit points. 8 times whatever is 60. It's not that many hits. Again, it kind of has to hold still long enough for it to take those hits from the queen, but yeah, something you don't really want to have to deal with as a Reaper. So the Reaper did get a single, no, actually 3 ling kills is not bad. Unit's lost habit is indeed 3 lings. The lings dancing around again. They almost have speed. This Reaper needs to be very careful. Polt has to know that speed is about to finish. I don't know if he's going to come back in again or just go home. It looks like he might just be heading on home. Meanwhile, we have the 1-1-1 build. Somebody give me a name for this. It's like the Destiny Cloud Fist Command Center build. So kind of like the homage to Destiny Cloud Fist, but also acknowledging the fact that there's actually an expansion in there somewhere. It's not a true 1-1-1 with 1 base. Anyway, Marines, tanks, medevacs here from Polt. Very standard indeed. This base is pretty good for dropping. We've seen some very, very strong drop play. Oh, getting the creep tumor nicely done, Reaper. Some really strong creep or drop play from Terrans against Zergs on this map. We'll see if Polt can pull that off. Meanwhile, there's an extractor and a lair is on the way for Soulkey. Pretty quick lair. Sub 3 minutes is when they got started. The tank destroys those lings. Oh boy, let's see here. Yeah, they scouted pretty much everything they could see there. They know there's a tank as well. Overlord dies to those Marines and replacing that barracks that was lifted off and landed on the tech lab and just kind of swapping buildings all over the place. Here is Polt continuing with that Marine production, getting Stimpack. 10 lings on the way for Soulkey. Is he planning on defending with lings again? That did happen as a Spire's on the way. He tried to defend with Lings in game 2. No, it was game 1 on Orbital Ship, on Dusk Towers, where he actually lost that game because he tried to deal with Lings against a very, very strong Marine Hellbat timing attack that Polt went for, and it did not work out for him at all. He got some mutas out, but they were too few, and it really backfired. So he's trying it again. I'm not sure if Polt's going to show up with an attack here anytime soon. He does have a tank. He does have some Marines. A flying tank with some Marine support might actually be pretty good. This Reaper is still doing stuff. Okay, it's just a scouting Reaper. It knows it's going to die, and indeed it does. Just tried to scout on out. I believe he did see the Spire. He saw the Spire. Nicely done, Reaper. 10 points to Gryffindor. Actually, I'm not sure if a Reaper would be in Gryffindor. A little too sneaky, I think, to be in the Gryffindor house. Anyway, Harry Potter stuff. Queen here with the inject because Soulkey is awesome at this game. Ready, set, go, inject. There it is. And here comes this Marine single medevac push, killing creep tumors. Ah, so sad for Soulkey. The queens are here. Spire just about to finish. Soulkey can make about 9 mutas here. How many is he going to make, though? 4. He's going to make 4. I don't know what else he's doing with his larva. Is he larva starved? Is that the problem? He has 6 there. I don't know what else he's doing with his money, but it's kind of dancing here as Polt, not fully committing. The creep spread looking fairly nice as well, almost up to that ramp of Polt. Polt is meanwhile, holy Marines, Batman, 9 Marines at a time, and medevacs. I think he's going for straight up Marine drops all day, every day, and that, again, just might work. I do like the fact that Soulkey has a Spire, perhaps for Corruptors to deal with those medevacs. An excellent choice. Mutas are heading out to do that harassment. Are there only 3 of them going this way? Oh, there's 4. There are 4 of them, but here comes the push from Polt. The Lings almost get a bit of a surround, but they say, whoa! Whoa, that's a lot of Marines there. There are Roaches and Ravagers on the way, but is this going to happen? Oh, big old tank shots against that Queen. Spreading the Marines very, very well, and the mutas are up here trying to kill add-ons. There's not really much to deal with this, but as soon as this round of Marines pops out, there definitely will be. Marines actually coming on home to deal with them, are chasing them away. Marines at the foot of the ramp. Tanks at the foot of the ramp. Soulkey's in a lot of trouble here. And here he comes. Corrosive Bile thrown on down. Do force the Marines back. And look at this parade of Marines that is heading on out here. More Corrosive Bile. And some tank shots landing there as well, hitting a Queen right in the face. Mutas still actually do manage to get a reactor and try to pick off medevacs too. Nicely done. Going to keep track on both of these at the same time. Going for it here. Soulkey is trying to defend. He does get both of the tanks. Wow, Ling's coming in from that side as well. A lot of these Ravagers cannot attack. Better micro. Oh no, picking up one of the tanks and getting them the heck on out of there. He actually holds it off. Soulkey does not die to that push. That tank did take shots. That did happen. These medevacs are heading on home here too. Mutas trying to chase down the medevacs, and they do get one of them. Can they get the next one? Corrosive Bile not quite getting it. Yes, the tank does end up falling. But no, the medevac lives for now. Another huge group of Marines. And a Marauder just heading right into this natural base. Oh boy, everybody holding the ramp on that side while this group tries to take down that hatchery. A lot of Ravagers and a lot of Roaches, though. Some pretty good micro here on display from Polt, and just standing in and attacking. He does have +1 attack. Both medevacs fall. Nice Corrosive Biles. Whoa, amazing Corrosive Biles there from Soulkey. Roaches, Ravagers destroying every single Marine here. Soulkey stabilizing again, forcing Polt to go on back home. A small drop over here with a couple Marines trying to take down this hatchery. I don't think they could pull this off without a full response here from Soulkey. And no, picking up and boosting on out. That medevac is very low on health too. Trying maybe to take this gold base. Soulkey's thinking about it, but I think that medevac might have seen what was going on. What are you doing, drone? Alright, maybe not. Maybe a little bit shy. That's okay. Soulkey's going for +2 missile attack and Queens and Roaches. And there is that hatchery. Again, still alive. Nicely done by Soulkey. 118 to 98 supply. Again, at this point, Polt needs to win this game or he loses the series to Soulkey. Can he do it? It's not looking good. He only has 2 bases to essentially 4 for Soulkey. Here are the group of Roaches and Ravagers. Are they going to throw down the Corrosive Biles? They are ably dodged again by Polt, landing the tanks, not quite getting a shot off, just being slow and methodical. As Terran players are. Corrosive Biles landing again, and yes, getting 1 tank. But there are 3 tanks here. Another tank. No, these 2 tanks actually staying alive, miscounting those Corrosive Biles. The Marines Marauders standing on in, dodging backwards, killing a lot of these Roaches and these Ravagers. In production are more Roaches. Here for Soulkey, I'm not sure if that is the answer. These tanks are still alive. That is so huge. That is so huge right now. It is 42 to 45 workers, 123 to 111 total supply. Soulkey is ahead, but not by much at this point. Again, he does have 3 bases. to the 2 bases of Polt, but that's exactly where he needs to be. He's not exactly killing it at this point. APM right now, 300 plus for both of these players because they are insane StarCraft 2 players. The tanks move out to a better place. More corrosive bile being thrown on down, and they do get one of the tanks, but that's too many Marines, and I think too many Marauders here. Again, forced to back on out, trying to use corrosive bile to whittle down those bile forces, and Polt, as he is backing on out, he's backing out just a little bit, not forever. Not forever there, but he is sitting with his Marines and Marauders just at the edge of the creep. He might be sending a drop out the long way around to try to get some damage done onto this 3rd base. Is Soulkey able to take a 4th? I don't think so. Polt isn't even really trying to take another base here. Can the Lings get a wrap around? They're going to try to trap them on side. Yes, they trap them inside. Corrosive Bile is actually hitting more Lings than anything else, picking up and running away as Polt, because that's what Terran players can do. You get trapped, just pick up and run away. And Soulkey is refusing to make mutas or corruptors right now. Units tab, nothing that can fly, nothing that can really deal with those medevacs. What is going on, Soulkey? You can't just sit on Roach Ravager forever. I know I say this a lot, but it looks like he might be stuck with it. Here comes a group of Marines, and nope, just Marines. +1/+1 Marines, +2/+1 Roaches. Yeah, get the heck on out of there. Meanwhile, an attack up here, taking advantage of the army's movement, is Polt, moving right on in, killing this natural base, getting rid of all of the workers. 14, 16, 19. So many drones are falling, and the hatchery falls. Picks up. Polt escapes with his life, having killed that base, exactly what he needed to do. Has a 3rd base of his own, flying past these overlords mockingly. Here is Polt, and this drop is still killing more workers. Run drones, and they do. They pull the drones, but these 2 Marines doing an excellent job. Roach is responding, but you know what? They can't shoot up. So Polt just runs on out. No big deal. All right, Soulkey needs to kill this base in order to win this game. He does have a lot of Roaches and Ravagers. It's 136 to 141 total supply. Lings harassing at this base. I wonder if Soulkey's trying to pull the same maneuver, but no. Coming in from a flank on the left side here is Polt. Tank splashes on top of everything here. Marines and Marauders coming forward, dodging the corrosive bile. Coming forward again. No, Soulkey instead is actually going to be the one. No, and he did force a retreat. Those Lings managed to do it. A huge attack. I'm not sure who has the concave here. Polt from the top side. The tank with 3 kills is raining down fire upon those Roaches. That's a lot of dead SCVs, though. 19 dead SCVs up here. Nice job, Zerglings. Indeed. And Roaches, Ravagers throwing down corrosive biles and hitting fairly well, but I don't know if it's killing enough. A lot of these units very, very low on health. A little overstimmed there from Polt, and Polt retreating. Once again, another attack over here getting picked up and cleaned out. As the transfuse goes down on one of those Roaches, this base is still here. My goodness. 23 drones and 20 SCVs have lost their lives so far in this game. It is very low econ. 24 to 23 workers. Nobody can really afford to drone or SCV back up right now. Lings, Roaches, Ravagers, corrosive bile thrown down, trying to time it right. Not quite getting it there is Soulkey. Left side and right side here with the army from Polt. And I don't know if Soulkey wants to do this. It's an amazing concave from Polt here, but corrosive bile is being thrown down consistently every time. The right side of group of Marines and Marauders does get killed completely. And this small group trying to defend that 3rd base. Coming back around, though, is Soulkey. Corrosive bile's not hitting much of anything on that particular volley. Corrosive bile is being thrown down and killing a mule and 2 SCVs. Landing and killing a couple units there as well. Can he do this? No. Marines, Marauders looking very strong. That +1/+1 aiding them extraordinarily well, especially that stim. Ravager count a little bit too low and heading on home here is Soulkey. He actually does kill a medevac with that corrosive bile. Wow. So doing what he can here is Soulkey. Can he pull this off? He wasn't able to kill this command center, and that might come back to bite him. So both players just taking a bit of a breather here. Small skirmish, but no, I think Polt just wants to go back home. Creep spread continuing to push north for Soulkey, but it is 56 to 71 total supply. Resources lost tab, 12,000 minerals, 2,500 gas for Polt. Soulkey has lost 13,000 minerals, 4,300 gas. Another drop here with these Marines. Finally, one of those Marines does die, but 3 and 4 kills each. Roach going to help this Queen with the DPS side of things, but attacking different targets. And yes, one of the Marines does end up dead. The Queen almost dies too, but pulls out just in time. A big Roach counterattack heading for that 3rd base. Medevac scanning it out. No, the Medevac gets scouted by the Roaches instead. Here come the Roaches going after more and more workers here. This base going to get decimated once again. Trying to kill this orbital command. And no, a bunch of Marines and Marauders show up and chase those Ravagers away. Coming back to help on out is this medevac. Again, roaches not very fast if they're not on creep. And a small roach run by here into the main base, pulling up those supply depots just in time. Going after more workers here. Soulkey making things work with small groups of units. These roaches are going to get completely cleaned up. They're trying to kill what they can before they get killed, and they do all end up exploding. Small group of Marines and a Marauder chase away these roaches, but more workers died. It's 22 to 19 workers right now. Soulkey looking okay. I think Soulkey might be in the lead at this point. And a small group, again, of Marines causing trouble. Polt does not want to lose them. Just picks up, boosts out. You can come back later if he needs to. Just being very patient indeed. Overlord scouting here. Excellent placement. Corrosive Bile. No, dodged. Polt saw that coming, man, and he just dodged it like a boss. Don't land in the main base. Not a good place to land. Nope. Absolutely not. Is he going to try it anyway? No. No, he's not. A big drop, though. For this stage of the game and how many workers there are, this is a big drop. However, Soulkey sees it. He did have a drone actually walk past that one. He's going to try to take this gold base, I think. And he is trying to take gold while he's under attack. Is this enough roaches and Ravagers to deal with this? Corrosive Bile again forcing the units back, allowing healing time though. And stimming forward. I don't think this is enough for Soulkey. And a drop here. The Marines have dropped. This base was actually never replanted. Is that true? Did I miss it somewhere? I don't know. Anyway, that's it. GG from Soulkey. Soulkey's defeated. Polt's victorious and Soulkey has left the game. When did that happen? Bear with me for a second here, but basically, Polt has tied up the series 2-2, which means we will move into a Game 5 rubber match tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there to see who wins, Polt or Soulkey, from this IEM Best of 5 series that took place in Taipei just about 10 days ago or so. I don't think Soulkey ever replaced this base. Let's go back here. Yeah, so bear with me here. I'm just going to do this. If you're interested in seeing this, then stick with me. If not, you can just leave. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another Daily Legacy of the Void upload. You can hit that like button and the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Where is this? Seeking, looking, watching that mini-map. Yeah, so the base is up and running here at the 10-minute mark. Oh, okay. So this attack comes in. The bulk of the army heads on over. He comes through and takes down the hatchery. And I don't think Soulkey ever replaced that. So there goes the hatch. A lot of workers die here. Units show up and try to clean this out, but the hatchery is dead here at the 10-minute mark. And let's see if Soulkey even tries to replace this thing. I don't think he does. Yeah, he just makes lings. Okay, so that might have been what sealed it here for Polt. As we go back and take a look, it was essentially 3 base to 2 base in favor of Polt. Soulkey never felt like he had the time to replace his natural. And it looks like he had, you know, 800, about 1,600 minerals here, a whole bunch of, or gas rather, a whole bunch of minerals here too. And just never chose to replace that base, and I think it came back and bit him. So, alright, I am really excited for Game 5. I hope you are too, and I already said all my stuff. So until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.
Seems like any other summer's evening. But tonight is special. No one knows why the creatures here are so special effects. After 17 years underground, creatures must why just to prove her wrong.
Well, just get back to me when you have an answer.
That's what it means, telephone.
You know better than to interrupt me. Say I'm busy and hang up.
All sorts of creatures now appear, including some really unexpected ones. They spend their days underground and only emerge at sunset.
About 3 days later, she was good and ready. So she put on about a half a pound of makeup, fixed it up with a veil, and set forth to see the mill in person.
I've waited 20 years for this call. Now the mill can wait until I'm good and ready.
At first, there are merely thousands, but soon more than 1 billion swarm all over the forest. The biggest emergence on the planet is underway. But as night falls, they're transformed. The hunted become